65 acres. Not a fucking bivvy to be seen. Time for a new adventure. Bugger. Morning. Well, 6 AM on the 8th of May. And we're off to Ashby Fisheries. Got 4 nights booked on the Mere for my cousin Wayner's 40th birthday, so it could be messy. But the weather's looking a bit shit really for this ocean. Yeah, but we're all looking forward to it. I'm riding shotgun with Stevie on Grizzly. Yeah, so a change from the norm, which is nice. 2 hour 40-minute journey yet though, so it's going to be a bit of a mission. But when we get there, we've got a nice calf for yeah, nice fry up, so that'll set us up nicely. Yeah man, and I'll just keep this updated through the week best I can in amongst the rain. I'll have to see how it goes, isn't it? There he is, the old boy.
That's how people done.
So yeah, I'll fucking update this later, innit? But for now, we've got a 2.5 hour drive all but, innit? So yeah. Got some tunes in the background. Happy days, bucker. Oi, well, we're all set up, we're angling. Got rods out. There it is. Stick in the dump.
Alright, mate.
Alright, geez. Oh, yeah, proper Essex wide boys now.
Isn't it?
But yeah, we're all set up. Good journey, wasn't it? To be fair.
Very nice.
Yeah, good journey. M4, M25, and straight off onto the A12, wasn't it? Yeah. Piece of piss, really. But we're knackered. Been up since R4. Grizzly's got the old bangers going. I've got some kebabs going. All skewered up.
Yeah, only a couple of kebabs.
Only a couple, yeah. Not many, look. Can't fucking see it. Yeah, look at that. Rocking. But no fish yet. No one's had anything yet that we're aware of, have we? No. So, mate's changed some fucking Reading. I'm not going back there, but I'll explain that at a later date. But, yeah. Hopefully we can update this with some fish. Be nice, wouldn't it, geez?
Yeah, man.
Stranger things have happened, but usual. Don't hold your breath. Bugger.
Bugger.
Oi oi, finally back. Excuse the nakedness, but we've gone from spring to summer it seems. Well, a week of spring maybe. Wow, quite a lot to say actually on this blog. Complete change of what you're used to seeing really. I'm no longer at Reading. I don't know what that maybe do it in my head to be, well I think catalogue of things really. Yeah, so basically I didn't renew. I had the urge to get back on the large, which I spoke about before. Couldn't get a ticket for another money, stitched up for whatever reason. Bollocks if you ask me, but there you go. But then in my head I was like, do you know what? My cousin's down on a place down in Christchurch, on Spinnaker, 65 acres. Tough fishing, to be fair. Most of the swims are pretty shit, but you know, classic big pick fishing. Yeah, there's about 50 fish in there, 25 stockies, 25 originals, up to 52 plus. Apparently, that's if it's still in there. But apparently it is, so, you know, but even if it isn't, there's a couple of nice backup fish. So yeah, what can I say? Complete change in direction. Obviously I'm going south rather than east, and I ain't got to drive on that fucking motorway anymore. Yeah, it was a little bit of a last minute thing really. I thought, do you know what? Yeah, I got sick of Reading. Well, it pissed me off that they put a ticket up really from 200 to 500 to fish the same waters. Yeah, that all stemmed from COVID. Yeah, so and then a couple of other little issues up and you know going on there. Nothing major, but just people basically. But on there, let's have a little excuse hands and fingers, and look at that for a vista. Believe it or not, this is the only swim on this bank, which is mental. We've got a sailing club to me right, which I don't mind. Used to all that on the large. There's no crayfish, there's no stupid rules, there's no swimmers. Yeah, fucking happy days. Obviously you'll get to see more of it as time goes on. I've concentrated my efforts at the start of it in this swim, still at the water level, but you know, it's proper sort of uncomfortable swims if you like, but I'm not too worried about that. There's some monster ants as well, there's another one. Yeah, so ant powder's on the menu next time. It looks banging, absolutely banging. There's about, I think there's 13 swims on the lake, so it can't get rammed. And to be fair, you can't even see another bivvy from this swim, I don't think, at the minute. So yeah, it's weedy as fuck, it's deep as fuck. Ranges from about 12 to 16, 15, 16 foot. I've got a couple of plans in mind already. Switch it back around a minute, there's little youngsters coming up in the canoes. So yeah, I've been down for a recce last week when our ticket come through. Recce'd all the swims that we could, but there's a couple of people on. Very weedy. So we're going to have to go down the road of pop-ups, much to my disgrace. But you know what, at the end of the day, a change is as good as a rest, isn't it? So they say. So yeah, basically I'm going to go do the old chod for nods tactics, just because it's mega weedy, and try to get a bit of an area established if I can. There's plenty of tension here, so they probably get on my tits after a while, but yeah, try and get an area established. Be using plenty of pellet, all different size pellet, just to get it going. Yeah, and the stockies that have gone in are absolutely stunning. All laney dinks, so proper nice fish. They spent a lot of money on the stocking, even though there's only 25 of them. I can't remember what the number of the figure of how much it cost, but it weren't cheap. And as well as that, they've got, I think there's about 11, 12 other waters on this ticket, mostly small waters, and in fact they all are small waters, but there's one in particular called Hucklesbrook, which make a banging winter venue. It's got about 400 fish in it. It's probably 6-7 acres, all gravel, piece of piss to get to. You can walk all around the lake on gravel, there's no mud in sight. So I thought, do you know what, that'll be spot on for winter. And it's probably, what, 6 miles up the road, so on my way to here. So yeah, and they got other lakes that, you know, I can explore. Oh yeah, and I could pay monthly, pay for your ticket monthly, 28 quid a month, rather than like 500 quid, there you go. So yeah, that in itself, I thought, fuck it, let's just give it a go, you know. Yeah, you never know, unless you try, do you? So waiting for my cousin to rock up at the minute. I'm not sure, we might double up in here, there's enough room, just for a soch. As you're all aware at the minute, they're probably all on the edge of spawning, so not here yet. There's no reports gone up. Obviously the report does go up, then the rods will come in, we'll just camp. What we do anyway, basically. But we got a banging barbecue to go later on. I've got plenty of ciders. Yeah, happy days. Looking forward to getting my teeth stuck into it. I'm sure I'll learn the hard way. Like I said, it's pop-ups and, you know, all stuff that I ain't really used to using, so definite learning curve. Oh, waves coming in, the boat's gone through. Sailing club pretty much in the week shuts at 5. Happy days, you know. You got the old safety boat, speedboat job, but you know, they're sensible. Just basically windsurf and topper sailors. So yeah, nothing I ain't used to really. There's a few boys dotted about, but they tend to sort of leave them where they are. They don't move them about too much, so you can work with that. Yeah, happy days. Yeah, quite apprehensive, but I think that's a good thing. Like I said, don't know unless I try, do I? So anyway, I'll cut that short for a minute. Well, I say short, six plus minutes, but just a bit of content on what I'm up to now. Different altogether for me. So yeah, probably update this later once the rods are out, and there's shit everywhere at the minute. But I'll update it later. Pucker. Well, here we are, all set up finally. Had a party of boaters going out. I think it was Boy Scouts or something like that. So I had to wait for them to come back in, because the boat nut's right there. Boat yard, I should say. So yeah, Rod's just gone out. Barbie sizzling. Dodgy pedo Duggan's over there, right? Yeah. He's not really a pedo, but we're just chilling out now. So yeah, first night on Spinny. You never know. You never know. Found a nice area at 21 wraps. Yeah, got a good slide on it, so happy days. Bit of chod out there, so I've gone with the chods for nods. Yeah, not something I usually do, like I said earlier, but it's got to be done until I'm happy that the spot's clear anyway. So yeah, wait and see what unfolds, I guess. But don't hold your breath. Pucker. Look at that for a view. Fucking pucker. Sun is shining. Boat's already out. Obviously I've had nothing. But yeah, it's just mint being here now. Getting in the groove, learning things. Yeah. Gonna barbecue this afternoon. That's the plan, I think, isn't it, Jay?
Yeah, definitely is.
2 ciders. As you do. Let's have a zoom in a minute. Yeah, it's fucking immense. Awesome place. Sorry, thinking one day one of them's gonna rip off. Hopefully. Happy days. Pretty mental with that crosswind, mate. Wow, unbelievable start. First session, second night on Spinny, and I've had one of the stockies, which I thought was a tenth. Big respect to my cousin Jamie on the camera. Pucker, don't get much better than that, do it?
Yeah, mate, it's mega. That's a nice fish.
It's a nice fish, isn't it?
Yeah,
one
mate.
for the future, 23 whatever ounces. Fucking hell. Happy days.
Happy days.
Fucker. Oi, oi. Well, following on from last night, because I didn't actually speak much when I had that fish up. I was too fucking blown away, to be honest. Yeah, 23.4 I think it was in the end. Not that the ounces really matter. Yeah, mental. And the little plan come together, really. Fishing down my right hand margin. There's like a pontoon that sticks out, basically. Yeah, just kept feeding it. Well, I say kept feeding it. It's only added a night's worth on it. And yesterday, yeah, just kind of went back to what I know, really. I started with the chods and all the rest of it, which I didn't really like. Yeah, and then I realised like the spot was sort of cleaner than I thought it'd be. So yeah, I got back around it yesterday. Said to my cousin, fuck it, I'm just going to go with what I know on one rod at least. Yeah, and that's the one it went. So on the old homemades again, on another lake that's never seen it. So yeah, fucking blown away, man. Blown away. So yeah, I rudely got woken by a swan though this morning. Fucking hell. Yeah, proper strip line off me and all. So I had to get out and sort that out. Yeah, rod's back out there now for a couple of hours before the boats come out. So yeah, I still can't believe I've been lucky enough to act one in the first session. Fucking mad, absolutely mad. What were we saying, James? Somewhere between 60, 70 fish. Yeah, so for argument's sake, between 60 and 70 fish. somewhere around there. 65 acres, big old place. I think the average seems to be like 12 foot, 11, 12 foot. I got 20 foot on my other 2 rods, which is bonkers because I don't think I've fished that deep before. Don't know if I have or not, I can't remember. Actually, yeah, I might have done on hand pools. That's deep in places. Probably not quite as deep as that, but yeah, it was deep. Yeah, and it's like that all over really. Particularly busy this weekend because a load of waters on the ticket started spawning, so everybody's piled on here. Yeah, quite a few 10 anglers on here as well. So, but it's bank holiday weekend, it's to be expected, isn't it? Really. Fucking hell, I look like shit. My eyes are fucked with hay fever. But who cares? Fucking had a fish, man. Result. So yeah, happy days, bit of content. But I'll probably be spoiled now. Probably have nothing for months, no more luck. But we'll see. Just keep doing what I do, innit, I suppose. And hopefully it'll come good again. But anyway, I'm going to end it there. I'm going to drink my coffee. Happy days. Bugger. Morning. Wow. I would say we'd do a maths lesson, but I put the rod back out. So it's not 2 + 1 - 1 is 3, 2. Oh, that's wrong. I'm still half asleep. You have to bear with me. It's only like 5:30. But anyway, I'm just out there. I've only gone and bagged another one. Fucking mental. And it's a proper, nice, scaly, not a stocky. But yeah, it's all but a full EJ, innit? There's my photographer, right? Yeah.
Right now, YouTube.
So yeah, yeah. Come on, what time I had it now? It's about 3, something like that. So we just sacked him out for a couple of hours, get some proper pics of him. Yeah, happy days. I don't really know what else to say, to be honest, apart from fucking let's hope it continues. I'll certainly be rinsing it in there until I can't, until it doesn't. Yeah, nice bit of content for a couple of days, isn't it? Happy days. Usual. I've been using the old turbo Germans on the bottom, on a bottom bait. The usual shit, really. A little bit of pellet over it. I haven't gone mad with it either. Like I said, I noticed earlier on that the spot wasn't quite as weedy as I was expecting. So yeah, off with a pop up and on with a bottom bait, and the rest is history, really. But that's gonna look pucker, man. To get those irises in the background, cuckoo in the background, and you can hear a fucking pin drop.
You can even hear me scratching my ass.
That's true as well, that is. Like sandpaper, right? Yeah. So yeah, happy fucking days.